All right. Hey, Tay. Oh, my favorite people. My favorite people coming up on in here. Hey, Nurse Rose. Hey, Derek. Hello, hello. Hey, I like it that way. Oh, Miss Bling, I haven't saw you in a minute. How you doing, lady? How are you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. You must be working. Hey, Amir. Hey, Megagram. Are you back in town yet? Huh? Me and you supposed to have a meeting soon. Are you coming back? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm ready tonight. I had a nice day. As you guys know, I was at the podcast summit in Miami I got there Friday. I was there until yesterday. I had such a good time. I had such an awesome time. I met such great people. It was just fun times and a lot of information. And I learned a lot. And I also got a download from God while I was there on how to go in a certain direction for something. And so, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. And today I just got to spend, I got to take my daughter. She's a cheerleader. I got to take her to school today. I also got to pick her up, which is very rare. Me being able to take her and pick her up, because y'all know I be everywhere. But today I was like, no, I want to be able to be there for her. I want to be able to experience this, taking her to school on her first day of school and also picking her up. And so, yeah. I mean, I know people be like, well, you your own boss, but I be having stuff going on and my kids know it. So they really try not to bug me, but I enjoy doing it every once in a while. I'm not a, what do you call it? A carpool line mom. I'm not that type of mom, but I do enjoy it ever so often. All right. So anyway, that's my shenanigans. Hey, Foxy the goddess. How you doing? Nia Rose. Hey, I haven't seen you in here in a minute, Nia. Hey, Rochelle Holmes. Hey, freelance sister. Hey, you guys. All right, Lexi. I'm just saying my hellos. Hey, Sadie. Hey, God first. That's right. God is first. Somebody said my favorite. Hey, Tay. My favorite glasses. I am doing great. I had a good day. I'm feeling really good this evening. I am ready to answer you guys' questions. I did everything that my coach told me to do to get ready tonight. And so I'm feeling really good. Let me just do one more thing. I always forget this. I forgot to pin. Somebody put in my YouTube. Somebody out there, y'all know y'all be helping me out. Put my YouTube link. Go to my YouTube. Get the share link and put it in the comments. And once you put it in the comments, I'm going to pin it. Because, you guys, we are getting new videos made. Informational videos. Not just motivational. Informational videos. We're getting made. And so I have somebody working on that to get new content out to you guys. And so we will be getting those put on YouTube throughout August. And I'm really excited about that because people send me comments all the time on my YouTube. It's like, if I put out one little short video, they be like, oh, yay, good, more content, new content, because my content is like really old, but it's still relevant. It's just old. So I do have someone working on that. And so if someone can, I'm gonna scroll down and see if somebody put it in here for me. I know y'all like to help me out. Y'all know I'm challenged. There you go. Somebody did it. Thank you, Derek. Derek did it for me. There you go. So that is my YouTube link, you guys. So make sure, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube, that you go ahead and subscribe to that. Watch a couple of videos, make some comments, share them. Thank you. Thank you in advance. And I would really appreciate it. Hey, Truly Blessed Homes. Hey, Doran. Yeah, hey, Queen. This is a blast from the past. I pulled these back out. I've been trying to tame down my glasses a little bit. You know, people be making comments. I used to wear a lot of big flashy glasses, and I calmed it down a little bit and went a little, you know, try to be a little professional, you know. But yeah, I like these too. I pulled them out at the podcast summit, and so I just grabbed them really out my purse because they was in there. Hey, Myrrie's. Hey, Spirit Fed. Hey, Nay. Nay. Hey, Nay. Hey, Love Yourself. Not back in Arizona yet, but I sent an update to your text line. Yeah, I saw it. I saw your update. But I couldn't remember if you had said you were going to be back in town. Mega has a home here in Arizona, so hopefully we'll get that access number soon. That's what we're hoping for. And once he gets his access number and he comes back from traveling, then I will go make a video and I'll be able to share with you guys his beautiful home so you can see that. Hey, KK. Hey, Cold Creamy. Aurora's Meditations. Miss Blee said, I missed you. It's been, I told y'all I'll be recognizing y'all when y'all not in here. I miss y'all. Y'all think I'll be playing. I know who be coming and who don't. I know. We all got a lot going on. It's okay. It's okay. It's just when I see names I ain't seen in a minute, I point it out because I do. I miss y'all. Y'all know I feed off of y'all energy. Hey, Solo. You watching from Pennsylvania. Okay, we got Pennsylvania in the house. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did a little something different. I was going to the podcast summit, so I wanted to just, you know, spring a little something new on them. Good evening to you, Goddess, Miss Lexi. All right, you guys, if y'all got questions, make sure y'all bring it on. I can talk on the subject if y'all want to, because I've been getting a lot of questions. Look, I got my other camera over here, so that's why I keep looking like. So yeah. Hey, let a girl try. Okay, let a girl try. All right. I think I just saw a friend request from you. I think so. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, my mind be going 100 miles a minute. But I think I did see a friend request from her. Henderson Academy. Hey, Henderson Academy. Oh, HC Academy. There you go. Nurse Gross said, I seen the post from the work series and it said to market your business even before you have your house. So how soon do you do this? And what if it takes a little time to get a home? It doesn't matter. Once it's a thought in your mind, you should be marketing your business. And when we say marketing your business, that might just be like, put up your Instagram and your Facebook page or your Pinterest page or whatever pages you're going to use. And then start speaking like you have a home or coming soon. Post pictures. Sharonica always tells people when you cook a meal, take a picture and say, these are the type of meals I'm going to serve in my home. These are the type of things you do just to bring an interest so people can know which way you're going. So you just want to be, if it's just posting something on a consistent basis, you need to get used to doing that. So you may not have a physical location to say, hey, this is where I'm going to be. But if you know what type of home you're going to do, then just start marketing that way. Get you a website set up. Put like an inquiry contact list. Start building your list of people. because you're going to want to have a constant flow. I always tell people you may want to invest in a CRM. A CRM basically helps you to keep up with who you're contacting, when you contacted them, things like that. So you may be sending out an email campaign. You might choose to do a newsletter. If you're doing senior homes, you might choose to write little articles or little whatevers, poems or whatever about seniors. You want to constantly be in people's face. You want to constantly have people thinking about you. You don't want to wait till you have a home up and running before you start telling people you have a home up and running. Do you get what I'm saying? So you want to put yourself out there, and the more you do it, the more you'll get used to doing it. And that in itself is a good thing. But I really, really think people sleep on it when they do all this stuff to get their home together. And then once they get the home, then they're like, oh, I better market for it. I marketed a year before I had the home. I didn't even have a home, and I was going around all of Arizona. I mean, all of Arizona, driving, going to the Navajo Nation, driving all the way out to different reservations, making connections, buying lunches, having lunch and learns, talking about the subject of group homes and what type of homes that we knew we were going to do before I even had the home. And that built up to where people were like, when y'all ain't got your house yet? No, but it was always conversation. So that way people know when they come to you, this is what you're going to conversate about, your home. Okay? Hey, Lady Bree. Hey, Vanilla Splash. Is there funding to start a group home? Actually, there is like business funding that you guys can apply for. I actually just connected with a business funding expert. So at some point in time, I'm going to have her or either her husband come on here and talk to you guys about funding. So yes, there are different ways that you can fund your business now, where you don't have to use your own money, other people's money. Now, there are some things you have to have set in place as far as you need to be working on your credit. So that may be something that, or you may have good credit. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there because some of us didn't start with good credit. Work on your credit, get your credit together. If it's not, if it is, then you need to set yourself up to get business funding. So either way it goes, there's a little bit of work in it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just already have it. Hey, Lena Bina. Vanilla said, hey, Auntie, it's Keitha in Houston. Hey. So Let a Girl Try says, please talk about different types of group homes. Whoo, girl. People don't realize there are literally probably thousands of different types of group homes. I'll give you an example. I have a behavioral health organization. Within my organization alone, I do personal care homes. I do y'all know, sexual offender homes. I do just a woman's home. I do a men's home. I do co-ed, which these are different types. I do memory care. I do, let me think. I have more of a senior behavioral health where I do older adults. I spoke to a woman. I did a consultation with a woman. She only wanted to do people between the ages of 30 and 65. That's a type of home. It's a niche. I do a group home for younger adults, 18 to 25, because guess what? It takes a different type of person to deal with 18 to 25 than it does from 30 to 65. I also have autism. That could be a type of home. There are homes that are just for people with brain trauma. There are so many different types of home. Like literally, I can't even name all the different types of home. You just got to kind of find what type of passion. Do you want to work with elderly? Do you want to work with elderly that are just declining in health? Do you want to work with elderly that are mentally ill? Or do you want, so you just need to figure out what type of home you want to do, and then find that, group home niche within that. I knew I wanted to do behavioral health because my sister was mentally ill, and I knew I didn't want to do kids, even though I tried it, but it's not for me. So I do adults 18 and up. And then I have different, because I have multiple homes, I have different types of homes that I do. Now, if you're just working on one home right now, you need to figure out what type of home. Because at first I just did mentally ill adults from 18 on up. Then the more homes I opened, I niched them down. Because I felt like when I brought a young person in with my older people, it was all kind of confusion. So I did things in my business to bring peace. So you got to figure that out for, your business. Yes, ma'am. Don't be calling me ma'am. I ain't that. No, I am that old. Hey, the pretty house guy. So Tay says, do you have to have a sponsor to open a home? No, you do not have to have a sponsor in every type of home. There may be a type of home where you have to have a sponsor. I know there is one type of home, a DDD home, where if you become a host, you have to have a sponsor group home. The sponsor group home will make you a host home, and then you can take 2, I think in some areas it's 3 clients, but you're functioning under that group home's license, but you're just hosting people. So in that case, yeah, you would have to have a sponsor. But the majority of the types of group home, you don't really have to have a sponsor. But good question. That's the first time I've been asked that. You so smart. Hey, New York Light. Hey, this chick flips. How the Reverend doing? How's the Reverend doing tonight? Tell the Reverend I said hello. Hey, Krista. Krista, I'm about to put you to work on here. Hey, on the clock, Jazz. Oh, you said that's a bar, Derek? That's a bar? Look, I'm looking at I try to be coachable, y'all. My coach be telling me what to do. I be trying to be coachable. Thank you, Krista. Thank you. Hey, Rush. How you doing? You do your homework? Rush is in my mentorship, y'all. You do your homework, Rush? Oh, my goodness. Yes. Also, too, thank you, Krista. If you are going to be in Arizona around the 26th, or if you want to show up in Arizona, we are having a women's empowerment brunch, but there are going to be men there. So if you're a man and you want to meet 100 women, come to this brunch. But if you're a woman and you're interested in the brunch, make sure you register for the brunch. And come on out and let's enjoy each other. Go through some exercises, do some healing, listen to some good word. We have a really, really impactful speaker, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to be there. Hey, Roses. Hey, Camilla. What's the tea? Hey, what's the tea? What's the tea is my girl, y'all. You get your homework done? Guess who I talked to? Caitlin. I talked to Caitlin. Thank you. Hey, Fountain. Oh, you're so welcome. Let a girl try. You are so welcome. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Krista. Also, too, if you have not joined the Facebook group, the Group Home Millionaires, please make sure you go ahead and join that group. There is going to be some training and things like that this month in regards to group homes. And so it would behoove you, as my mom used to say, to join the Facebook group. Just make sure, word to the wise, when you try to join this group, make sure you answer all the questions and you agree to all the terms before you join. Because if you don't, they will deny you. All right. Hey, Big Duke. How are you? Hey, Lala. Kilolo. Hey, Kilolo. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Lou Creative Designs. Oh, okay. Nice. On the Clock Jazz says, do you take your clients on trips such as to the beach or to the mountains? Do I take my clients on trips? No. My clients take me on trips. I'm the one doing all the work. No, I don't. But I have traveled with my clients. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if y'all know, but I'm like this all the time. So I think I'm kind of fun to be around. So sometimes my clients turn into friends. I know people say your friends don't turn into clients. I've had friends that turned into clients, and I've had clients that turned into friends. So have I been to the beach and to the mountains with my clients? Yes, I have. Do I take them? No, we just go together. So I hope I answered your question. Hey, lady. Hey, King Roosevelt. Oh, good, good. The Reverend is good. Yes, tell him to pray for me, please. Always keep me in his prayers. Yes, you ready tonight, Krista. Krista is my girl, y'all. Krista is my assistant, y'all. So Krista's on here. She's putting out the information. And I just love her. Me and her work very well together. Evening, sister, keep winning. Thank you. Winning Wednesday, you guys. Winning Wednesday. Vanilla says, do you accept private pay and insurance? Yes, sir, I do. I actually have a private pay rate. Now, I'm going to tell you, with behavioral health, my private pay rate is actually lower than my insurance pay rate. And I'll tell you why. Because the insurance right now pays us about $7,100 a bed. And for private pay, I normally charge about $5,500 a bed. You know, and it has to be somebody with a payee or a guardian. I don't do private pay with behavioral health clients directly. I'm going to tell you, I don't. Because I tell y'all all the time, they might be that person today, and next week they King of England, and they don't have to pay rent or don't have to pay nothing. So I do not do private pay directly with mentally ill clients. That's just I don't do that. But yes, I do get paid private pay as far as my clients have to pay room and board if they do have income. So they pay up to 30% of their income, and then the insurance picks up the service part of it. So on some clients, I get paid both private pay and insurance. Then I have clients every blue moon. I'll get a client that wants to come into my organization. Maybe somebody referred them, heard about us, and they want to come in and just pay us. That's fine too. First and last, I need two months, and then I'll work it out. But like I said, I don't do it directly with the client. I'll take a loss on the room and board, but I can't take a loss on the whole month. You know what I'm saying? The whole service. So that's kind of how my business runs, you know, just to give y'all, I guess, a baseline. Hey, Donzel. Hey, lady. Hey, Chandrika. Let's see. So, Tay Pratt says, which is better, private pay or insurance? Which is better? Really, it depends. with service, with someone who has a home that provides services that can be reimbursed by Medicaid insurance all day, every day. But if you're in a type of home, say like senior care, Medicare does not pay that much. Medicare, you might be getting $2,000, $1,800 for a month or something like that. Then private pay. So it just depends on what type of home you're doing. If it's something not getting reimbursed through Medicaid, you might want to go private pay. Okay? Hey, B. Smith. Hey, Tamia. So Big Deuce says, do you separate your home's assets from the group home business to protect your assets? Yes, why you all up in my business? I do have people that help me, you know. I do have people that help me to get my stuff together. So yes, I do. Let's see. Hey, Tuku. Freelance Sister says, if you already have a home you own, what's the first steps to turning it into a group home? Detroit, Michigan. First step. All right, let's look. Come on. People that's been in here, what is the first step that Freelance Sister needs to do in any situation of any group home? Go ahead and put it in the chat, because y'all know people that's been coming in here. That's okay. She's new. Freelance Sister is new. Tell her, what is the first step that you do in any group home? Let's help her out. Come on. I'm going to scroll down. All right. We got it going. Nia Rose already came through. Zoning. Roses. Zoning. Mega. Zoning. Nurse Growth. Zoning. Kilolo. Zoning. Rochelle Holmes. Zoning. Vanilla, zoning. I like it that way. Zoning. Fountain, we gonna have to work on that. You said get the home inspected. We gonna have to work on that, okay? If you already own the home, hey, Relax at Home Residential says zoning. Lisa Lou Creatives call zoning. Everybody. Chandrika, girl, you've been around me enough. You know better. Identify what population you want to serve. Well, yeah, you right. Okay, you right. Okay, I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna let that one slide. What's the T? Zoning. Yes. So everybody in here needs to know you need to check zoning. But yes, Chandrika's right. Chandrika has been around. You do need to identify what type of home you want to do. So you need to do some strategizing to say, this is the type of home I want to do. Then when you call zoning, you need to let zoning know, hey, I want to do an assisted living. Hey, I want to do a behavioral health group home. Is this home, give them the address, zone for this type of home. And they will let you know if you can do a group home in that home. All right. Thank you guys for helping a sister out. Freelance Sister. Hey, I am Bond. Hey. Let's see. Hey, Snow Child. Thank you. Yes, if you guys are interested in doing a coaching call with me, you can click on the link that Krista put in the chat and book a 1-hour coaching call with me. Just FYI. All right. All these zonings. I love it. You guys listen to me. I appreciate you. Miss Bling says zoning all day. Hey, 4B Duel. Hey, Twan. Hey, Recon Suave. Recono Suave. Yes, this chick flips. Yes, zoning. I am sad. Okay, so Nurse Growth says behavioral health rules and regulations, since there is so many, do you have to know them all? It's just the ones that pertain to your home. Yes, you do need to know all the ones that pertain to your home, from the simplest thing to the biggest thing. I always give you guys the example of them coming in my house and there was not a trash liner in the trash can. Guess what I received for that? For someone in my house, working in my house, not following that rule and regulation. A $500 fine for not having a trash liner in one trash pail. So yes, you need to know from the smallest things like having paper towels and toilet paper and soap available in your bathroom, to the biggest, which is, not forgetting for your BHP, which is your behavioral health professional, to do their treatment plan or to do an admissions within 48 hours or whatever the requirement is in your state. You have to know these regulations, because the state can come in at any point and either fine you, cite you. They call them, not demerits. They call them, I can't think of it. But it helps you avoid, because when simple things happen, look, What's the Tea said $500. Yes, What's the Tea is one of my mentees, and she knows. $500 fine for a freaking 2-cent trash liner. Yes. So things like that just really irritate me. But anyway, you have to know. You have to know those regulations, and you have to relay those regulations to the people that work for you so they can know. So you don't get a $500 fine for not having a trash liner in a trash pail. Oh, man. So what is needed to start a behavioral health? So let me go back to Nurse Gross first. So when you're doing your policies and procedures, even if you buy your policies and procedures from someone, you need to read them, because you need to know what your policies and procedures, which pertain to your state regulations, what they say. Because what you don't want is the state coming up in there and telling you what your policies say. Okay. So now let me move on to Kilolo. Kilolo says, what is needed to start a behavioral health group home and our type of license? What is needed as far as you're going to need to check zoning, like we just all talked about. You're going to need to, in most cities, get a certificate of occupancy. You're going to need to have a fire inspection. You're going to need to put in the application, and there's always things required in the application. They may need resumes, applications, references from people. They may need all certificates, CPR proof, background check proof. It just depends on what state and city you're in, or county, and what they require. So there's a list of things that you would need in order to even get started with the group home. Now, if you're saying like once you have all that, once you've been approved, what do you need to get started? I'm not sure if that's what you were looking for. Let me know, Kilolo. Yes, citation, fine. Yes. Hey, Caramilla. Hey, Madison. Yes. Arizona Department of Health Services.gov. You got it. AZDHS.gov is the website for the regulations in Arizona. You are correct. Miss Bling says, how do you know all of those requirements? Are they listed? Oh, yeah, they listed. If the state is requiring you to have it, there are some type of articles, regulations, requirements. There is something on their website that's telling you exactly what they need. They're not going to just throw stuff at you. You're going to know what's required of you. So yes, ma'am, whatever state you're in, if you want me to send you a link to the state or the that you're in, make sure, Miss Bling, that you DM me and I'll send you a link to the state. I think the only state I don't have is Louisiana, I think. I may have it now, who knows? But I think it was Louisiana. Hey, I am China. Oh, you're welcome, Nurse Gross. You know, girl, I got you. Kilolo says the state is Georgia. Kilolo, let me go back to what you were saying. Okay, so in Georgia, I'm going to tell you, before you start any group home, not only do you need to check zoning, you also need to go on their website and find out when their next Zoom. They have a meeting that everybody that's going to open a group home has to attend. And I think they only have it once a quarter. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think the next one is until November. But go on their website and check. Okay? And then that will tell you, when the next Zoom is. But everybody, you need to go through that in order to apply there. Hey, Graham Diggs. Spirit Fest said, is Indiana better than Illinois to start a group? Yes. Yes. I hope I didn't sound. Yes. Stay away from. No, I'm playing. I just did not care for Chicago. I'm just going to be honest. I'm biased. It's just a lot of politics going on and things like that. And I'm not down for that. I'm the type of person, if you do the right thing, you do the work, you get things done. Why do I have to grease hands and be political? No, let's get this done. Okay, so yes, Indiana, yes. All right, so Miss Bling says, thank you. I'll DM you. I'm in Arizona. Oh, if you're in Arizona, it's Arizona Department of Health Services. Nurse Gross just posted it, AZDHS.gov. And then you just go to licensing and it'll tell, or you can even Google if you're doing behavioral health. Well, no, you go in through that. I was about to give you an easy way, but no, you need to work. Go in through Arizona Department of Health Services, go under licensing, and then that way you can figure out which one. Let me see. Is somebody trying to come in here? Itoko, you trying to come in? You want to be on camera? It looks like Itoko and Relax at Home Residential. Are y'all trying to come in? I might be open to that. I might be. But you're going to have to tell me what you want to talk about. Because I told y'all, I let somebody come in and they was doing some crazy stuff. So I'm not trying to be scaring nobody tonight. Let a Girl Try said, it's August 9th. August 9th? What's August 9th, sweetheart? My brunch? No, my brunch is August 26th. I don't know what's August 9th. Let a Girl Try. Tell me what you have down for August 9th, because I don't have anything on that day. I Am Bond says, I might have missed this. How do behavioral health group homes get paid? Is it through the government, private pay, or both? Also, do they have severe mental health challenges? Some do. Yes. How do you get paid? I get paid through Medicaid. I get paid through Medicaid, and then I do get a portion through the client pays up to 30% of their income. Okay, and that is for room and board, because the Medicaid does not pay room and board for them. All right, and then private pay, yes, I have had people come and they wanted to do private pay, but like I said, I do not accept it if it's coming directly from the client. Because I don't have time to be trying to figure out how to get my money. Okay? So, yeah. So, I did answer it, but it's okay. I Am Vaughn. I'm pretty sure everybody's on here is patient. And they don't mind me telling you again. Oh, you're welcome, Kilolo. Zoom got it. Zoom got it. Okay. You done lost me, Kilolo. Hey, Kayla. Oh, Itoko, you wasn't trying to come in? Okay. Hey, G. Reese. It's okay. The class for Georgia Zoom call. Oh, Georgia. Got it. Okay. Yes, Zoom. Thank you. Kilolo says, is it required to be a nurse for behavioral health? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I know I tell the story. I flunked out of nursing school. So I never became a nurse. I actually ended up getting my degree in, I got a master's degree. I got an MBA. So I got all my stuff in business. But once I was going to start a group home, I went and got my caregiver certificate. But no, I actually, I was in an accelerated RN education program, and I ended up accelerating myself up on out of there. Yep. Let's see. So you do not have to be a nurse. You will have to have like a contracted nurse, but you don't have to be a nurse. No, ma'am. Let a girl try. Where do you go to find the class? Okay. All right. So yes, network in them messages, y'all. So B Smith says, I'm new as well. Is there a website to check zoning, or do you have to call in to verify addresses? I always suggest calling in. The only place I know that has an organized zoning thing that you can search online is Texas. If you're in Texas, theirs is very organized. Everybody else that I done came across, call. It's just easier, because what I don't want you to do is, look, y'all know I'm very transparent with y'all. We ended up buying a home, going online in Arizona, checking zoning in Arizona, and bought a home. And guess what? 25 feet too short. We had to be a certain distance away from another home, 25 feet too short. Guess what? Could not make that home into a group home, and we already bought it. So that's why I say zoning is so important when I talk to you guys, because I don't want y'all to be in that situation. Even though it was like I think it was my 6th home. So I just flipped it, made it into an Airbnb. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That could be the difference between you making $5,000 a month on a home. Or really, if you just rent it out regular, it could be the difference from you making $1,000 on a home and you making $40,000 on a home. So be careful. I'm talking about in a month. So be careful. That's why I say call. Just call the zoning department and do it that way. Because I just don't want you guys to be on your first home and then you get discouraged because you buy a home and can't use it for a group home. Okay? Hey, TR Cleaning Service. How you doing? Hey, Sheila. So Spirit Fed said, how much money should be saved up before starting? What do I always say? Spirit Fed, you've been coming on here for a while. You know what I tell people. And this is just Myrrie Hayes. This ain't no, this is what you got to have required by the state. Y'all put in the comments what I recommend you have access to. What do I recommend you have access to? Come on. All my old, Miss Bling, Miss Bling coming back with a fury. She like, I ain't playing no games with y'all tonight. I'm back in the house. I'm putting up all the answers. I know what Myrrie say. Miss Bling, 100,000. I always say have access to. Because the thing is, you got to get your house. You got to bring your house up to compliance. You got to get your house up and running. You may not want to work your house yourself. So you're going to have to pay your employees. You're going to have to do all of this until you get reimbursed. So I'm not saying you got to have 100,000 in the bank. I'm saying have access to. Yes, Derek, 100,000. Nurse Gross, 100,000. Hey, TR, great to see you too. I haven't seen you in a minute. It's good to see you. I tell y'all, I'll be missing y'all. 100 bands. Vanilla said 100 bands. That's right. 100 bands. Have access to. So whether that's credit cards, whether that's a line of credit, whether that's your grandma cookie jar, whether that's your auntie that buried cans in the backyard. My grandma used to bury cans in the backyard, y'all. So yeah, we got them all. Don't go looking for them. We got them all. So I'm saying access to, okay? I Am Yvonne says, how did you determine if there was a need for a behavioral health group home in your county? How do you get referrals for clients? Okay. I am Yvonne, like I'm pulling 2 bullets right now. I want to get it all in. Okay, so how did I determine was there a need? I'm going to tell you guys. I did a little bit of research at first, and then I met my secret weapon. I met a social worker who gave me the inside on it, and she told me there was a big need. And I was like, okay. We called in to, I've never told this story. We called in to one of the mental health hospitals and asked them about behavioral health group homes. And the man told us, oh, no, we don't need no more of those homes. We don't need no more. And we were like, huh? This woman just told us there's such a dire need. She was, working at the crisis center. She was working at the mental health hospital. Oh, there's such a big need. Why is he telling us this? Because he didn't want us to open a home. So we started really doing our research and seeing what the numbers were and seeing what the need was in the area and just connecting with people. And like I said, networking. I tell y'all, relationships. Everybody's telling us. Then we met another lady that worked for the insurance company that funded the crisis center, the mental health, all the behavioral health home, all of that. And she was like, oh yeah, there's a big need. So I say all this to say, sometimes people will tell you there's not a need for anything. But if we wasn't diligent about building relationships, networking, getting out, meeting people, talking to people about what we were trying to do, we would have been left way back at the beginning with him telling us we don't need no more of them homes. If we would have trusted that guy. And then how many houses later we open and we done help people open and they still don't have enough homes for people. So I'm saying, do your research and make connections and build relationships, because that is going to be so important in your group home journey. I tell y'all that all the time, but I'm being so serious. Relationships have got me in rooms that my face, my money, my education didn't get me in. Relationships. Y'all need to network. And don't think, y'all look at me now and y'all be like, oh, she's so outgoing. No. I am the type of person that wants to just stay in my room and and read a book. But I have to be this way to get to where I'm going. I have to talk to people to help my mentees and my clients. I have to do it. So I pull this up and I pray to God. I pray to God for favor all the time. I have people pray for me. Not everybody. I don't let everybody touch me and pray for me. There's only certain people that I ask to pray for me, because I have to feel that calling on your life. Because I don't want anybody just praying for me. Look, I don't want to go there, but I'm saying I have to make myself be this way. This is not how I'm comfortable being. I'm very uncomfortable being on these lives. Y'all think I'm comfortable. I'm very uncomfortable. But I have to muster up, because I know the calling that God has on my life. I know the people that I have to help. I know the impact I have to make. So I make myself do it. Y'all gonna have to make yourself network. Y'all gonna have to get out there and meet people. You gonna have to put yourself out there. I'm not comfortable doing none of this. When I go to big events, if y'all see me at big events, I'm normally by myself, sitting quiet until somebody comes and talks to me, because I'm not this, but I make myself. I know people expect me to be here on Wednesdays. So I put a smile on my face and I show up, because I want to help you guys. All right. So just build those relationships and connect with people, because that's where your referrals are going to come from. And then build your list. Don't just always feel like I open this home. You know how they say, if you build it, they will come. No, they not. You're going to have to go out there and find them. You're going to have to hunt them down, put a stake in it, and make it your own. I'm just saying. So yeah, so you really going to have to network. I truly know a part of me being successful is because we networked a lot. All right, so Lena says, someone had asked, but I need to know as well. Can you contract a nurse at your own group home, or do you just have to remain the owner of the group home? Oh, can you contract as a nurse? If you want to. If you want to contract as a nurse, yeah, you can. Yeah, this is the thing. You can basically run your business the way you want. As long as you ain't doing nothing underhanded, or, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to Medicaid, then you can run your group home the way you want. Hey, Quality Direct Care. Hey, Healthcare Bay. I like that. Hey, Yaya. Color of Africa. Hey. So Let a Girl Try said, how do you find networking events? Is there a site? Do things like search Eventbrite. Search Eventbrite. I ended up getting on the mailing list, which is funny. There's a big mental health hospital here in Arizona. I was looking through Eventbrite, searching for events. Come to find out, they would have a meetup once a month to they basically would go over different subjects. Like one time, just for example, I went down there and they were talking about sex trafficking and how big it is in Arizona. So they had someone in there doing a training on sex trafficking. Guess what? I went in there, I listened to that presentation, and I learned a lot. But guess what else? I networked while I was there. So you gotta find different ways. Look on things like Craigslist. Look on Eventbrite. Look on different event Facebook groups. Things like that. And just put yourself out there. Keep yourself safe now. You don't want to be showing up nowhere and it's you and one person. You know what I'm saying? But if it's an event at a public place, or like a library. I've been to events at libraries where they were teaching on a subject. I went to events that the insurance company were hosting trainings. And I was like, I'm going to go to this event and see who's there. Ended up meeting some social workers there. So you got to just be thinking, what type of people do I need to connect with? And where are they going? And then just show up. If they're having a carnival to celebrate Nurses Week, go there. Meet some nurses. Guess what? You may meet some social workers or some case managers or whatever. So just try to put yourself out there as much as you possibly can. Just commit. Even if it's 2 events a month, just commit to do, or 1 event a month. Just commit to do something to keep yourself out there. And also connecting with people. I don't know if, I know some of you know the story. I went into a bank. Didn't even mean to be networking. But I was just cordial to the teller. Told her my story. Because I tell y'all, tell your story to everybody. Tell people what you're doing. Tell them till people get tired of it. People probably tired of hearing my story. I don't care. Because guess what? It's my why. And I want everybody in the world to know my why. So I went into a bank and I'm talking to a teller. She's, so what are you doing? I told her, Best Care Behavior Homes. Told her about it. Told her why I started it. She was like, oh my God, I love your story. I want to introduce you to the president of the bank. I didn't know that woman was going to do that. I get introduced to the president of this small bank in this small town where I own 1 group home. And he's like, wow, I love your story. Guess what? My friend is actually the president and CEO of the crisis center for Northern Arizona. Now, how did I know being nice to a teller was going to get me a seat at the table with the CEO that's got billions of dollars to give me? How did I know that? I didn't know that. It's because I'm always connecting with people. It doesn't matter where I go. You at McDonald's, be nice to somebody. Who knows? You might think it's somebody taking the order. That person's daddy might be somebody. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. That's why I always say BOYBB. Be on your best behavior. You never know who you're coming in contact with. And that is a way to network. Just coming in contact with regular everyday people. Because you just never know. But as far as networking events, yeah. Things like churches. When churches have those days where they do blood pressures and all of that, go. Because it might be some case managers and social workers there. Better yet, volunteer. Do you know how many events I done volunteered? I'm telling y'all, I don't even put half the stuff I do on social media. Because for one, I tell y'all, I got to make myself do this. So a lot of times when I do stuff, when I go volunteer, when I pass out food, when I go to community centers, when I'm doing this stuff, a lot of times I don't even make videos of it. But these are the type of things you need to do. You should be working in the community. You should be volunteering. That is a networking event. Let me get off my soapbox. I always tell y'all that. Hey, the Dream Warehouse. Hey, CEO First Lady, how you doing? Hi, Mike Anthony. All right, so let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Color of Africa. So what is the required employee structure for group homes? Really, I would say the requirement is, it depends really on what state you're in and what it's called. I'll use my homes as an example. The requirement in my group homes is for me to have one BHT, which is a behavioral health tech, in my general behavioral health homes, and then or either one caregiver, which is a certified caregiver, in my personal care homes. Okay, that's 1 to 8. Most of my homes, I tell y'all, are 5. I got a few that are 8. I don't go no higher than that, just because I don't feel comfortable doing that, and I don't have to. So that's it per shift, and I do 12-hour shifts. That is the requirement. But let me tell you what I have. I have a house manager, because I like the house manager model. I hire a house manager, I give them a salary, and then I tell them this is your home. So guess what? You run the home the way you want to run it, as long as you stay within regulations and you don't be having a lot of overtime. So if they have people work for them, they have people work for them, but they better not have no overtime, and their house needs to run. So that's the type of model I have. And I have a 7A to 7P and a 7P to 7A. And that's basically it. I also have a contracted nurse that comes in a few hours a month. I have a counselor that goes in. I think right now they're doing 3 hours a week in each house. And then I have a what they call an admissions coordinator. That's because I have multiple homes. So I'm telling y'all, I have an admissions coordinator that works in my headquarters. I have an office manager. I have an administrator, and I have a quality management nurse. So that's me. But like I said, what's required in Arizona is for you to have one, because my policies say I can have 1 to 8. So all I need is one person in that home doing the first 12 hours and one overnight. And they cannot sleep in a behavioral health home. So that's how I run my homes. And normally that's about how, now they might call it something different in different states, but it's going to depend on what that regulation is. And in Arizona, I can have up to 8. And I did write that in my policies. So I can have 1 to 8. So I hope I answered your question. And so I have my executive team, which is the people I said that work in the office. I have my house managers, and then I have the caregiver or BHTs that work for the house managers. And that's how the hierarchy goes. Hey, Maiden. Hey, Brianna, sorry. So I Am Yvonne says, I hope this question is not too personal. What is the cost per client per day, and what services are included? You mean, you said cost, or like, what am I getting paid? My rate right now, all I know is it works out to be about $7,100. So take $7,100 and divide it by 30. And that, I think it's $270, something like that. I don't know. I don't do billing no more. I think it's around $270. Somebody do that calculation for me. 7,100 divided by 30 and tell me what that is. And then what services are included? They get 3 meals a day. I don't provide snacks. They have to provide their own snacks. They get residential services. And what's included in that is they get counseling, like a group therapy within the home. And then say if someone needs one-on-one, we may do a half an hour here or half an hour there. So they get that within the home. And also, too, I do provide transportation to most appointments, but I am also registered as a non-emergency medical transportation entity, too. So I get reimbursed. My transportation part of my business gets reimbursed, too. So I guess that wouldn't be included in that daily rate. So, but trips to like Walmart, and then they do an outing, maybe like bowling, a movie or something like that, that is included. So that's basically what's included in that daily rate. Let's see. So Nia Rose said shaking hands and kissing babies. That's it. That's it, girl. Woo! My lips tired. I've been kissing a lot of babies and shaking a lot of hands. Hey, Carol Miller says, I feel as if there's a high need for day habilitation centers as well. A lot of families have no place to place their adult child during the day after they graduate high school. Yeah, that may be a big need. Yeah, they do have a need for like day programs. I know that's a big thing where you can take people and, I don't want to say daycare, but it's like they give them activities and things to do throughout the day. So, yeah. So you may want to check into that. Nurse Gross, I actually started, like, registered a business, actually went through the inspection, and then I was like, do I really want to do a day program? Like, nah, I'm doing too much. And I left it. So if anybody wants to buy a day program, no, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. So Nurse Gross says, I can see the great energy that you have tonight. I do. I'm feeling good. I had a good time in Miami. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. Here for the gems. Okay, I hope I'm dropping some. Am I dropping some gems? Y'all drop some gems in the comments. If anybody has a little thought in their mind that I'm dropping a gem, go ahead and drop some gems in the comments since Miss Here for the Gems came in the house. Hey, so corporate rental coach. Hey, corporate rental coach. So Color of Africa says, I am looking into recovery community. I am in Florida. What do you think? That's a big thing in Florida. Yeah, it is. It's a big thing. Just know that when you do those type of homes, I know they do have agencies that that basically kind of assist with like funding and stuff like that, but just don't expect from the beginning like the numbers that I'm saying. Okay, so I just want to let y'all know that that's for behavioral health, totally different than recovery, sober living, totally different. What we're doing, just to let you guys know, I know Krista was in here and she put in my if y'all look through the comments, she put in my link to my 1 hour my 1 hour consultation. She put in the link to my YouTube, which is pinned. So if you have not joined my YouTube channel, make sure you join. I got new content coming out, new informational content coming out this month in August. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And so then too, don't forget, I am having a brunch here in Arizona. So if you're in Arizona, or if you plan to come to have brunch with me, we're going to have brunch. Okay. And make sure you wear your white, because it's a white brunch. But so that'll be August 26th. But then also too, I have plans to have like a speed dating type of thing, to where you guys can come into Zoom and you'll go into different rooms and talk to people that have different types of group homes. So be looking out for that, because it's in the plan, it's in the mix. We're getting the graphics and stuff together. So I'll start marketing for that. I'm planning it around mid-October maybe. That way, the questions that you guys have about what type of group home or what does it entail with this type of group home, it'll be me talking about behavioral health, somebody else talking about another group home. So we might have like 5 different types of group homes. And then you can do break-off sessions and you can go in there and you can learn, so you can know, really hone down what type of group home you want to do. So be looking out for that, because that is in the plan. All right. That way you can know kind of the differences and things like that. Hey, Andre. Hey, elite athletes. Oh, thank you. Color of Africa said $237. So it's $237. I am a mid-tier. I'm on a mid-tier type of group home. There are group homes that pay way more than that. I'm going to tell you guys. There are group homes that pay way more. But I am on a mid-tier, and I'm okay with that. You know, because my homes run pretty smooth. So I am Yvonne says, so they need 24-hour monitoring. They can't go out alone. It depends. We learn our clients. We adjust depending on the client. So if this is somebody who, like, I'll give you an example. I had one guy in my sex offenders home that actually would go out and expose himself. Can he go out by himself? No. No, he cannot. But then I have clients that are pretty much okay, and they can jump in a lift, go to an appointment, you know, go out to a store, go shopping. Some of them go walking. So it just kind of depends on that client. But if they can't, if they're not someone that we feel comfortable, we basically just let them know, hey, we don't want you going out by yourself. We don't even want you going to the store by yourself. If you want to go to the store, we'll take you to the store. So it's going to depend. I honestly, because the thing is, like, one client, it wasn't my client. It was somebody, it was another company. Some man walked off, no shoes in Arizona, 3rd-degree burns on his feet. So do you want somebody who's a wanderer leaving your home? So you got to think about that. When it comes to your clients, you have to read their files, read their history, learn your client, learn what they're able to do, and then base it on that. Okay? Hey, Miss K. Oh, I am Yvonne dropping the gems. Oh, thank you. Hey, I am Queen. Thank you, B. Smith. Hey, corporate rental coach. Hey, this chick flips. Thank you. Thank you. Nurse Gross. Y'all giving me the gems. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I wish that was, can y'all tell somebody to put one of them right there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Healthcare Babe. Thank you here for the gym. Hey, Peter. Gosh, Peter, I haven't seen you in forever, girl. Where you been? Where you been? I have not. It's been months. Has to be. It has to be. It has to be months. I haven't seen you. Where you been? Tell me what's up. Hey, Big Duke. Big Duke says yes. Hey, Kilolo. Thank you for the gems. Kilolo says, I will join ASAP. Okay, join. Hey, and don't forget, if you have not joined the Group Home Millionaires group on Facebook, or if you can't find it, some people were saying there were multiple groups. If you can't find it, DM me. My BA will send you the link. Just put in there, what is the Facebook group? And they'll DM you the link, okay? Hey, Perry Boss Barber. Humdy. Hey, Humdy. Hey, Miss Bling says, what kind of home that gets paid more than that? Just curious. A higher level of behavioral health, or like DDD, MRD, or whatever it's called in your state. That is a higher level. There's people getting paid $500 and some a day in some states, but it depends on what type of care. I like that low-key care. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That's just me. But yeah, they do. They get paid more. Some people get paid twice as much as I do. And I'm okay with that. I ain't greedy. And not to say they greedy, but I'm just saying, you get paid for what you do. You know, I have a lower level of care, so that's what I get paid. And I'm okay with that. So how many homes do you have? Are all of them behavioral health? Yes, ma'am. Every single one of them is behavioral health. And I have 10 on record. I always tell people, stay out my business. No, just playing. I have 10 on record. But yeah, but they're all behavioral health. They're just different kinds, you know, but they're all under SMI, which is severely mentally ill behavioral health. I just do different kinds. Thank you, Humdy. Hey, Rezia. Spirit Fed says, do you have to pay for a private day program services for the clients to go during the day, or do you have to make your own day program? In my type of group home, I have to make my own. So I have a whole 6-week skills training, which is also for sale. No, just playing. But I have a whole 6-week skills training that I go through with my clients. And so I do my own day program. My type of home, we have to provide the services within the home. So yeah, I don't send my people out all day-to-day programs. To my insurance companies, that would be called double dipping. And if y'all haven't heard about all the Medicaid fraud going on in Arizona, and the FBI being here, and all these investigations, and over 200 group homes and clinics being shut down, I'm still open. FYI, okay? It's a lot of people getting shut down. Because I don't believe when the regulations say do something, now, yeah, we might forget a trash liner. But I'm not trying to do no double dipping. I'm not trying to cheat Medicaid. I'm not trying to do any of that, okay? All right. So, hey, beauty is Tiana. Kilolo says, lower level care is great. I work in a psychiatric hospital. Yes, ma'am. Drop them gems. Lower level care is okay with me. I like being that mid tier. I'm okay with it. So Humdy says, been starting and working on stuff. Next year, we launching the business. Just waiting for the licensure. Yes. I hope that your call was very informative. I know I didn't get to be on there long, but I hope that the call that you booked was very informative and that you did learn something and we were able to help you. So but my thing is, I know my team go hard, so I ain't even worried about you while I'm saying I hope. I know they did. TRC Cleaning says, yes, in Florida also. Okay. What's the T? When you cheat yourself. That's right. You cheat yourself. Because my thing is, you may have made all this money. Everybody was trying to come to me. I kept telling y'all people was throwing stuff at me. People kept coming for me like, you could be making so much more. You could be. And I was like, I don't play them games. I like freedom. Freedom. I got freedom up on my wall because that's what I like. So if it take me making less money, if it take me making $4 million this year and not making 18, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Because I like freedom. Let's see. Beauty is Tiana says, how does the pay work for the behavioral home? Just wondering. Well, me, myself, I get paid through Medicaid. Like I said, the majority of my funds come through Medicaid. And so you just have to bill. You bill for Medicaid and then they pay you. They reimburse you. So that's basically how it works. I do get paid a small room and board from my clients. They pay up to 30% of whatever their income is. But that's basically it. And that's how it works. I hope I answered your question, Beauty. What's the T? What you congratulating me for? What you congratulating me for? What's the T? Let a Girl Try says, with behavioral health group homes, can you start applying for licensure before buying your home? It depends. I'll say this. If you do DDD, you can start applying before you get a home. If you do regular behavioral health, you cannot. You have to have the home. Okay? All right. So I hope you understand what that's a higher level of care. You can't start the application without having the actual location. All right. So Humdy says, yes, it reaffirmed everything I have been feeling. Awesome. Good. We aim to please. We aim to please. Humdy did recently did one of the 1 hour consultations. So we aim to please. Yes. Freedom. Freedom. Yes. What's the T? You already know. I like my freedom. It's Cakins. Hi. Hey, Ramon. What's King Free? My freedom. Me freedom. I can say it. So me always. Yes. Yes. Freedom. me and what's the TV going? Look. All right. So Healthcare Base says, have you had any experience with private pay clients? Yes. Yes. Like I said, I do accept behavioral health private pay clients, but I will not do it if they don't have a guardian or a payee because I need my coins. Yes, I do this out of passion, but I am in business to make money. Therefore, I need to get paid. And like I said, if you're doing a behavioral health client who is unstable, they may get off their meds, whatever, who knows? One day they are Charles. The next day they are King Charles, and you live in the royal castle, and it is his castle, and he don't have to pay you no rent. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So yeah, so you want to make sure you get paid, okay? Freeland Sister said, "What's DDD? DDD is Department of Developmentally Department of Developmentally Disabled." I'm all tongue-tied, y'all. Sorry. That's what DDD is. It's a higher level of care. Okay. These are some clients I know that are in DDD. It's 1-to-1. It's 2-to-1, some of them. Two workers to one client. Yes. Yes. I got invited to an event. That's what I'm saying. The insurance, DDD, no, it wasn't the insurance company. It was the actual Department of Developmentally Disabled. Asked me to come in and be a part of a focus group. Things like that. When you put yourself out there, things like that will happen. Guess what? I went to the focus group. And I don't feel like it's HIPAA because, Y'all don't know these people, and I'm not giving y'all no names because I don't even remember the names. But there was a client that needed a nurse. He was on the level where he needed a nurse. So all of his workers were what I'm talking RN nurse. They had to be on the floor with him all day. And they were asking us like questions in regards to that because it was hard for them to find a RN that wanted to be on the floor with him all day. So those are the type of clients. And I'm not saying all of them are severe, but it could be somebody like that to where it's a severe case. Okay, so that's what DDD is. And I mean, I've been in DDD homes where the client broke the nurse's nose. And they came, arrested him, and he was back that night. So, I'm not saying all, because I've been in DDD homes where the client was totally calm the majority of the time. But I'm saying these are developmentally disabled people. These aren't just people with like depression, schizophrenia, stuff like that. Okay. Hey, Lika. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let a girl try. What's the T said? I was congrats to that guys on his group. Oh, okay. Okay. So you was telling him congratulations. I forget y'all be networking all up in these messages. Yes. Miss Bling says you started with a partner. Would you say it's doable to do this business by yourself? It's doable. You can do it. But was it better with a partner? Yes, definitely. Because the thing is, she was an RN, so she did the clinical, and I was in banking, and I did the financial, and it just worked out. It just worked out for us. So, yeah. So, do you have to have a partner? No. I know people that are doing it. I think Mega's on here. He's doing it by himself. There's other people that's doing it by themselves. But is it easier? It's always easier with 2 or 3. What the scriptures say, where 2 or 3 are gathered together in God's name, he's going to be in the midst. Let's see. I am Yvonne says, are your group homes co-ed? Some of them are. Some of them are not. So, yeah, the majority are co-ed. But yeah, I do have some that are just women, just men. Spirit Fest says, can you start at home in a mobile home? Yes. In some cities and counties, you can. You just have to check zoning to make sure that you can. And Hamdi says, I found a good partner and we are crushing it. Yes. See, and you may just choose to work with somebody. You may just choose to work with somebody. I'm open to partnerships. Don't let me say that. Somebody asked me that recently. Was I open to partnerships? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be greedy. Beauty is Tiana says, how much can you make with a behavioral health home? Depends on what type of behavioral health home. You can make anywhere from, 20 to, heck, I don't know, $100,000 a month probably. Depending on where you're at, what type of home you're doing, what your client base is, So yeah, it's decent money. How do the clients pay for this through Medicaid? The clients don't pay for it. Medicaid pays for it. So you sign up, you get a Medicaid number, and then you bill for your services. They give you codes that you bill, and you bill for the days that you have the person, and they pay you. You get a direct deposit or you get a check. So that's basically, if you want me to go into more details on some specific, let me know, TRC. But yeah, so that's basically it. One of my house managers keeps calling me. Hey, Nisha. Hey, Mocha. Hey, Alfred. Hey, Flawless hair extensions. Where was you at when I needed you? No, I'm kidding. Hey, Neil. Hey, Manny. Hey, Manny. Let's see. What else y'all got for me? Spearfest says, I know you said you're ending the premium package soon. I'm booked for the rest of the year, man. But what is the timeline of everything being set up after signing up for it? It just depends. I have had people that I was able to do in 90 days, which is kind of rare, I'll say, after COVID. We used to be able to knock them out like that. So the least amount is 90 days. The most I've ever spent on one. Let me see if my people on here know. What is the longest I ever spent setting somebody up? I like asking questions because then I know if y'all really love me or not. Nah. What is the longest amount of time that I spent working on somebody's house? Somebody answer that for me. I'm going to scroll down and see if anybody knows. Does anybody know what is the longest period of time that I spent working on some? Bam! Color of Africa. Got it right off the bat. 3 years. Took me 3 years. So I've been from 90 days all the way to 3 years setting up somebody's house. But guess what? She signed up for my premium package and I had to get her there. And that county she was in was taking her through hell. And I was getting pissed off. But I had to have county meetings. I had to have meeting with fire marshals. I had to have, because she had to put in sprinklers. She wanted to put in sprinklers. She wanted a 10-bed home. She bought a beautiful home. She wanted 10 beds, which in her county requires sprinklers. Guess what? They told her she had to get new pipes running from the street. She had to put in a fire hydrant. She had to do all kind of stuff. But guess what? She got her home. She has her home. It is successful. She makes $55,000 a month. So it could be anywhere from 90 days, which is really, really on the low end right now. The most I had was 3 years. Worst case scenario. And I ain't never had nobody even close to that. But I like to tell people the honest God truth. Took me 3 years to get her there. So yeah. But just to let y'all know, I talked with my team. I am not doing the premium package anymore. It's a lot of work on me, you guys. And I have so much going on. I have 2 mentorships now. I have my 90-day mentorship and I have my year mentorship, which positively should get you there. So you can sign up for one of those, but after I finish the clients I have up until the end of this year, when I finish getting their house done, I'm not doing the premium package no more. It's just too much work. So I'm going to let you guys do the legwork. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to coach you through. You know what I mean? I'm going to teach you how to run the home all in a group. Okay? And then my 90-day mentorship, it's all in a group. My year mentorship, it's also in the group, but you also get one session with alone or with your team or however you want to work it once a month for a year. Those are the only 2 things I'm going to be doing. And I'm coming out with new graphics and all of that on it. But yeah, we made the decision over the weekend because I'm trying to go in a different way. This is a lot of work for me doing the premium packages. And honestly, the people that go to my, and if you on here and you in my premium package, I'm not saying nothing bad about you, but the people that go through my mentorship and actually participate and do the legwork, I feel like or have been more successful and took it a lot serious than the people that just paid me to do it. And don't get me wrong, that money is good money. But me, myself, I just feel better about it if you're working through the process. I just think it makes it a better, a more successful group home. So, you know, I talked with my team. We went over it. We finally made the decision. So I'm putting it out there because Spirit Fred, I wasn't going to bring it up until I got my graphics and everything together. But Spirit Fred brought it up. So, hey, y'all know I'm transparent. Hey, Vanilla. So Vanilla says, would you do a mental health home in a mobile home? You can. You can do a mental health home in a mobile home. As long as you have, you know, enough square footage and things like that. I don't know how many clients you could get in there, but yeah, you can. You can do a mental health home in an apartment. If your apartment approves it and zoning approves it, you can do it in an apartment. Yes, I found that out doing research for a woman. So now I know you can do it in an apartment. What's the T says, girl, I like to be a fly on the wall in a co-group home. Oh, a co-ed group home. Yeah, you got to watch them. Yeah, because sometimes you get people up in there that got issues. Yeah, and you got to watch them. I done had some stuff happen here and there, but I ain't going to get all into that on camera. Hey, Mrs. Whiteside. Hey, Corin. Mrs. Whiteside says, hey, Mari, I'm tuning in late tonight. That's okay. It's all right. You can watch the replay. Hey, Natural Nikki. I'm about to see you soon, ain't I? I think you signed up for my brunch, right? Natural Nikki, did you sign up for my brunch? Let me know. I think you did. Yes, 3 years. Hey, Gifty. Oh, yeah, Miss Bling knows. 3 years. Healthcare Bay knows. 3 years. Yes. Hey, Kenny. Big Duke said 3 years. Big Duke, I didn't even know you had been around that long to know that. Do you work with home care agencies? Like people that go in and do home health? I don't really need that in my homes. So I really don't work with home care agencies. And then, like I said, y'all know I got 2 nurses on staff. So a lot of stuff like the injections and stuff like that, I just have them do it. I think that's what you're talking about. The home care. Yeah, we used to have a home health, but we ended up selling it right before COVID. Let a girl try. So how much are those programs, please? So how much are my mentorships? As of now, look, I'll tell you what we discussed. The prices may change. I'm just letting y'all know, being honest. As of now, the 90-day mentorship is $24.97. And the 1 year mentorship is $59.97. Okay. Y'all know I don't like talking prices on my lives because people go in and watch this 2 years from now and then be like, hey, you said no. But, you know, it is what it is. Prices are subject to change. Kilolo says, I want to house 8 people in a behavioral health home. How many bedrooms do you need? It's going to depend on what the regulations is. Most regulations says you have to have 60 to 80 square feet per person, depending on what state you're in. So you're going to have to see how big those rooms are to see if you can house 8 people. Okay? TRC Cleaning says, is insurance expensive when you're running a group home? Yes. It is. I think the last time I looked, I was paying out $28,000 on liability insurance for my group homes. It's expensive. Spirit fed. Wow, I'm so sad. I was going to sign up for the Yeah, I had a group that just circled back around. I guess they were waiting to get their line of credit or their funding or something, and they just came back and they were like, no. I was like, I'm sorry. First of all my spots are filled for the year. Y'all know I do 4 a quarter. That's it. Because it's a lot of work. They're filled. I'm filled up. And then when I was discussing it with my team and just letting them know, they was like, well, why don't you just stop doing it? And I'm like, but it's my premium package. And they were like, do you really need to do it? I mean, like, what is, so, my BHP, she's so analytical. She's like, okay, so what's the pros and cons? Let's go over this. And so we went down the pros, and we went down the cons. The cons was more than the pros. She said, so Myrrie, are you hurting? I said, no, I'm not hurting for nothing. She said, okay, well, let's just discontinue it. So blame it on her. No, I'm kidding. No, it was a collective decision. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I know some people might look and be like, well, gosh, because if y'all don't know, I charge $50,000 for my premium package. So if I'm leaving a lot of money on the table, but it ain't really leaving money on the table, because what did I tell y'all was important to me? Freedom. And I love the mentorship vibe. I love it. I love getting in a Zoom room. And then, my mentees, they know if I'm in town, if I'm somewhere that they are, I pop in. Hey, I'm in Dallas. Can I come by? They be like, yeah. Or, you know what I mean? So I just like it. I like the mentorship better. It makes me feel better, like I'm really doing something. So Color of Africa says, can you please talk about zoning? What do you want me to talk about with zoning? Basically, you just need to call your zoning department in your area and give them the address and tell them what type of group home you're doing. And then ask them, is that home zoned for that? That's it. That's it. Because there's different things that you may be in an R1. Well, I don't go through none of that. Just tell me if I can do a group home. You know what I mean? They got different codes for it. Nope. Can I do a group home? That's all you need to know. So you don't need to know, because some people will ask me, what type of zoning does it have to be? I don't get all into that. I call the zoning department and I ask them, because y'all got to realize I be dealing with people all over the U.S. I ain't got time to be searching for no specific. No, y'all know me. Hey, how you doing? This is Myrrie Hayes. How was your weekend? Well, great. Can you check zoning on a property for me? Yeah, let me give you this address. I'm planning on doing a behavioral health group home. And I just want to know, at 123 Phyllis Avenue, is this zoned for that? I mean, is it okay? Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Or you might get a zoning department that says, you got to put in the application for us to check zoning and pay this fee. Well, guess what? You put the application in and you pay the fee, because some zoning departments are making you pay for it now. So just contact them. You ain't got to know all the ins and outs. Just contact them and let them do their job. Okay? Because even if you do it yourself, because you're trying to get around the fee that they charge, what if that zoning's wrong? I just told y'all, I had one of my clients, zoning came to his house and said his zoning wasn't right. Guess what? He may have to shut down his house. So check zoning. Call them. Okay? All right. So, hey, Natural Nikki. Oh, so yeah, I will see you at the brunch. August 26th, you guys. My brunch in Arizona. If you haven't signed up, sign up. How do we sign up for the brunch? Dang, do I got a link somewhere? Madden, send me a DM, Madden, and I'll send you a link. I don't even know. You can go into my bio, but I don't even think they put a link in my bio. about the brunch. It may be. I think I posted it on my stories. So you can either go to my stories and click on that, or send me a DM and I'll send it to you. Okay? And then Humdy says organization. Organization. Was you following up to something, Humdy? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Hey, D-Lo knows. Hey, Bronx ATL. What's the T says, if I had the funding, I would pay you to set up my group home. I know you would. And she's in my mentorship. Stop. We have fun in there. No, you would still come to it. Well, when you do my premium package, you get the mentorship and everything. So yeah, you would still be in there. Kara Miller says, do you have someone doing quality assurance within your agency? Yes, ma'am. I have a quality management nurse and they do it. So I think that's what you're talking about. So yes, I do. And then Freeland sister, I'm going to start honing down now. Why did you get out of the home care business? Can you make good money? Does Medicaid pay? Oh, the home health, it's too regulated. They start. Girl, we was having to do so many reports. I said, it's time to go. It was decent money, but it was just too much for me, okay? For me. So, yes, it's very, very regulated in Arizona, and it was just too much. And honestly, the people that bought it, now they selling it. I looked it up. So let me see. And do you also get funded for a vehicle for each group home you have? Do I get funded? As far as I use my business funding, like I have business credit now. So I use my business credit to get vehicles for my group homes. So I didn't get any special funding. But I am, like I said, registered as a non-emergency medical transportation company also, too, with Medicaid here in Arizona. And so I get paid to take my clients to appointments. Kara Miller says, and do you also... Oh, I read that. Okay. What's the T? Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. And you use my pink cards. I am Yvonne. I know you said you do 12-hour shifts. Do they work 7 days a week, or do you have weekend staff? Weekend staff. No, they do not work 7 days a week. My house manager works 4 days. Because they are salary, and then everybody else works 3 days. Or I might have like one house, I have a nursing student that works 1 night a week. So it just kind of depends. But no, nobody works 7 days. How do you handle it when staff calls off? Do they get benefits and PTO? They get sick pay here in Arizona. How do I handle it when staff calls off? I don't. I have house managers. Yay! Sometimes I go, but that's very few and far between now. So yeah. And sometimes I will go to my house on holidays and I will tell people you can go home and get paid for the day, and I'll work it. So it just kind of depends, you know. What's the T? Purpose and passion. God bless. Oh, thank you. You just pouring out. Oh, girl, you better keep pouring into me. Pour into me. Spirit Fist says, can I set up 2 group homes at once? Sure you can. If you, look, where there's a will, there's a way. Do it. Do it. Yep. If you can do it, do it. All right. Miss Sabrina. Hey, Miss Sabrina. Hey, Team Group Homes. Hey, that's my girls right there. Hey, CEO Ashley. Awesome. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome, Color of Africa. So Natural Nikki says, I'm so ready for the brunch. The link is on your Facebook. Okay, so it is on my Facebook. All right, so the link is on my Facebook. I guess I'm going to have them put a link on my Instagram so we can get that on there. I don't think it's on my Instagram. But yeah, lunch is August 26th, you guys. make sure if you want to, now it's either regular ticket or VIP ticket. And I already told the VIP people I'm going to do something nice for them. We're going to have a meeting. We might have a Q&A, something like that after the event. So yeah, so if you want to have one-on-one with me, or one on how many ever people sign up for VIP, make sure that you guys, you know, tap in. Hey, Shavonda. Hey. I would gladly hand over the money, boo, because I know I would be in good hands. Yes, ma'am. You know it. Hey, Chelsea. Yes, transportation too, y'all. Is it easy to find clients, or do insurance companies refer patients to you? I get referrals from everywhere. Insurance companies refer, crisis centers refer, case managers, social workers. You want to know why? Because I have built relationships. That's why it's so important to network and build relationships. So yes, ma'am. All right. Hey, Jelly. Where is what located? I missed that, Shavonda. Natural Nikki, the link was the IG, but I couldn't click on it. So head it to your Facebook. Okay, awesome. All right, you guys, I'm going to start winding down. Hi, Rose by Another. Hey, I am Honey Colombo. Oh, hey, I am Honey Colombo. We were just talking. See, I tell y'all I remember stuff in my mind. But yeah, make sure if y'all just coming in and you missed it, watch the replay if you have questions, because somebody probably already asked them, and all you got to do is go through and watch it and get your answers. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and get off. I'm so excited. You guys, my YouTube channel is pinned right down there. Go ahead, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do. I am going to be putting out some more information videos. And then if zoning is not allowed, then what? Then you can't do the group home in that home. You have to get another property. You can't. Nope. If it is not zoned for that, even an unlicensed group home has to have zoning check. So this is not just for license. This is for licensed and unlicensed. If you put a group home in a home that is not zoned correctly, zoning can actually come and shut you down. They can come and say you have 7 days to vacate or whatever. So make sure you check zoning. Boy, y'all coming in with, thank you. Thank you, Let a Girl Try. I appreciate it. Miss Sabrina says, I wish I can attend the brunch. You can. Just a airplane ride away from Ohio, girl. You have a wonderful evening, too. Yes, DM me, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it, TR. You having a hard time finding a property? I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yes, if you have not joined my YouTube, make sure you join. The nearest airport would be PHX, which is Phoenix Airport. Yep, I am Honey. Just make sure if you're using your own home, make sure you check zoning. And like I said, if you guys came in on the end, we had a lot of great questions. So make sure you guys watch the replay. And after you watch it, hashtag replay so I can know you watched it. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Y'all have a great night. And y'all know what I always say. Be a blessing to someone else. Good night.